What up, shitbirds? Yeah, let's just jack that all the way up. Alright, what up, shitbirds? I wasn't really planning on streaming today, but I got like an hour or two, maybe an hour and a half. So we'll do one quick. Today, while I was working from home, I was actually playing Magic because I didn't really have that much to do today. So, I've been fucking around with this list, which you've probably seen before, but I made some very minor changes to it. And the biggest change, so I cut one Cabal ritual for Arena Filth just because I wanted to try having that one extra 1 mana ritual. And since we're not using Pass and Flames all that much, and Arena Filth kind of sucks with Pass and Flames, it was easy to just do the swap like that. There's Pass and Flames on the sideboard, and it's been very good to me. But, it's not a required component of the deck. So anyway, the other thing that I've done is I've gone up to 3 Preordain, down to 2 Draw 4s in the main deck. The reason for that is that usually when you win with a Draw 4, or like a Draw Force, like your supplementary Storm Engine, you're still not chaining them usually. Like, it's not like a Draw 4 into Draw 4 into a kill. It's usually like you set up enough value, or like enough mana where you can draw 4 into, like, cast a bunch of spells. The Draw 4 is like your 7th spell, and then you maybe cantrip into a Burning Wish and kill him, or just draw the Burning Wish or whatever. So you don't need your Draw 4s to hit another Draw 4, but you do want to be able to somewhat reliably find the Draw 4s in a longer game. So 2 felt like it was probably the right number, and having the third real 1 mana cantrip hopefully up the consistency and also help you find those Draw 4s. So that's that. Sideboard ain't too much different. Normal ass shit. The one thing that I kind of don't like is that it's a little cold to Gaddock Teeg in game 1. And maybe one of these chains should be a consign, or one of the Echoing Truths should be a consign to Oblivion, but I don't really give a shit right now. So I'm just going to jam some games with this. What do I got? The event tickets, 10 play points. Well, that ain't much. Looks like we're probably going to be in the practice room. I should sell. I'm thinking about selling my Savannah. I have a real, paper Savannah that I never fucking use, so I'm thinking about selling that and spending the, stupidly large amount of money that thing costs, $200 fucking dollars, to fund some Moto leagues so I can get back into the leagues. But anyway, I'm gonna give this motherfucker a run. You puppy? You tired? Me and my dog went to the dog park. She had a good time, but she's tired. So this hand's probably not good enough. Yeah. If that Tendrils was a Draw 4, I might be willing to, or even a Burning Wish, I might be able to keep this, but 4 lands, 1 cantrip, and an LED isn't really going to do it here. That hand is substantially better. I'm going to put that on the bottom, because it's not really going to factor in my game plan. I'm looking at goblins. And so, the ideal thing to see would be, a ritual and a black mana source off this Preordain. But yeah, this hand is definitely leaning towards goblins. So, I got my black mana source. So I'm going to draw that. I'm not going to play out the LED because I want it for the storm. see what they do. 8 goblins is not a lot. And so unless I draw the ritual or like another peddler LED or something, I'm probably not going to just make 8 goblins. Although, not a lot of decks play Marsh Flats. I'm probably just going to get hit with targeted discard right now. This could just be Black-Red Reanimator. Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. But, at any rate, I'm probably not dying right now. So if it's Black-Red Reanimator, I can try and come up with a game plan. If it's Black-Red Reanimator, this is just a dog shit matchup. My sideboard doesn't really have like anything to help in this matchup. I'm of the opinion that it's almost not worth even siding anything. But so they took the LED. But like maybe you could bring in Chain of Vapor. That's an option. So there's the tendrils, so that kind of blows. Although that does let me, like depending on what I draw and what they have, it does start to let me consider maybe doing a Pass in Flames. Yeah, so this is Black-Red Reanimator. So, interesting that they have a Burning Wish. They don't have any way to get anything in the graveyard, so I feel like I need to take the Burning Wish. The fact that they have the Iona is a little obnoxious, because that's like probably the best card against me. But at least I have a hope of not dying for a little while. But in reality, my chances of winning this matchup are very slim. It's just not a good matchup. Thoughtseize is a decent draw. Probably just Thoughtseize now. I guess I'm going to take the Exhume, because Reanimate at least damages them. Although it's definitely a long shot. My opponent says, I was about to do a suggestion for a card to discard. Oh. Yeah, not gonna discard your fucking Iona. You bitch. Am I getting shafted right now? Or are they just playing out with their Lotus Petals? Okay. Well, I guess I'm not going to concede just yet. Because they Entomb Griselbrand, Reanimate Griselbrand, draw 7, and whiff on discard. Somehow. I have a slim possibility of tendrilsing them out of the game. But I have a feeling that's not going to happen here. It's far more likely that they just get their Iona into play. Singing Spirit Guide. Faithless Looting. Okay. Chancellor and Iona, sure. There it is. Alright. So that's me dead. So yeah, I don't really have any good spells to bring in here. So I'm gonna bring in the 2 chains. I'm gonna cut Rain of Filth. I guess I'm gonna cut a Preordain. This matchup, like, it hardly even, it's gonna be decided so fast that I'm not gonna need the long-term consistency of having all those 1-mana cantrips. I think that's all I want. I don't think it's worth bringing anything else in. It's to cut the Rain of Filth for kind of the same reason. The game's not going to last long enough where Rain of Filth is going to get any better than a Dark Ritual. or it's very unlikely that that's going to happen. So, the game could be over before I even get, one land out. So I'm just going to submit this. Chain gives me the potential to beat a reanimated Chancellor or Iona. So, I don't think I can pass this hand up, even though it's not. I don't know. I'm not thrilled. I really want to just win on turn one. Like that's what you really need. But I'm gonna keep this just because it has 2 discard spells and some cantrips. Well, naturally they have a Chancellor. I guess I'm just gonna throw one of my cantrips into it. Since I don't have a better option, and then I'm gonna hope that they don't kill me immediately. And then let's see. Okay, so I'm probably gonna lose one of my discard spells, but I might lose a cantrip. It's hard to say. I think the best draw for me here would be a land. So I can try to cantrip and cast a discard spell. Start to develop my hand a little bit. But what'd they take? My duress, yeah. So I generally expect to lose this matchup. It's just that's just the way it is. Not much you can do about it. So it's very risky to try and ponder and hope, or brainstorm and hope to hit a land. So I'm just gonna Thoughtseize. And if they have nuts and I can't stop them from winning, then that's just how it works. Fuck. That is naturally what they have. So I have to take the reanimate, right? I don't have a better option there. I'm gonna get Thoughtseized again, maybe. Probably I'm gonna see Thoughtseize looting, would be my guess. Or, the other way around. Unless I just peel the reanimation spell, in which case I might just get hit with that. Now, because I have the chains, even if they do have the reanimation spell, it's not, so that must have been one of the cards they've drawn this turn. Because I didn't see that before. Looks like it's going to be the Thoughtseize, okay. So, I still have a turn. I'm probably going to get the ritual is probably what's going to get hit here. LED, interesting. Oh, I forgot they're playing Burning Wishes. Let's see. Another Brainstorm. I mean, that's a good draw, so at least their Thoughtseize didn't end up affecting all that much. It's really, I think I need to Brainstorm here. So, kind of the way I'm seeing it right now is my only hope in this matchup, so Ponder's only going to get me 1 card. Brainstorm's potentially going to get me 2 cards. Like a land and a discard spell, for example. I suppose another line is to maybe hope that their only reanimation spell is a reanimate, and that I can mini tendrils and put them low enough where they can't do it because they die. So I need to do at least 9 damage to them, which means casting 5 spells. Either way, I think I need to Brainstorm here. And if Brainstorm doesn't hit anything, it means I would have just died anyway. So, that's just the way it is. Well, that doesn't quite do it, but it does get me another land. I guess I can just hope they don't have it. Like, that's really all I've got going for me right now, right? Except the mini tendrils, that's not gonna cut it here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna ponder, even though the ponder's gonna feel really bad. Just shuffle it away. Just another land. Yep. Time to get my shit kicked in. The awkward part about this is the lines I diamond is a discard outlet, so like even if I drew a chain and could chain the potential Chancellor, what up, an enemy, my man, or I guess I don't know. My anemone. Yeah, it's not looking good here. That's what's up. Alright, looks like I'm dying. Burning Wish. Yep. I'm not just gonna concede, but Burning Wish, like, what the fuck did you have to think about here? Oh. Whether you wanted to reanimate Iona or the Chancellor? Is that what the fuck you had to think about? Stitch together. Let's talk about that for a second. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Turn that card from your graveyard to the battlefield instead if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, which they do. That's an interesting spell. I don't know why they chose that over, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's fine. So, Iona on black, yep. That is to be expected. They have no cards in hand. I'm not quite dead yet, so I could hope to draw the chain. So I'm not just going to give up yet, I guess, but it's definitely a long shot. I got to draw that chain in 2 turns. And then still put together a way to win before they fucking destroy me in some other way. A Doomsday, oh great, just what I needed. So, if I draw the chain, and then I draw a cantrip, maybe I have a shot. That's really my only shot here. Hit for 7. I don't even know what they're drawing. Come on, chain. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, that matchup sucks. I don't know if it's... Maybe it's worth it to bring in more bounce spells. I think Bryant Cook likes to bring in bounce spells. I've never really liked to bring in... For a long time, I just never sided anything in that matchup if I didn't have, like, actual graveyard hate. Because it just never, it never felt good enough. But I don't want to dilute my deck much against them if possible. Yeah, I don't have a Lab Maniac in my deck right now. So past the turn pile will be hard. Not impossible necessarily. They're at 16, so yeah, I guess I could do it. But right, I would have needed to draw the bounce spell to have a shot there. Which of course didn't happen. Although actually, after the first Iona, I wouldn't need to draw the bounce spell after the first Iona hit to be able to Doomsday kill. Because my only draw spell right now is Infernal Contracts. We're playing this list. Just trying to get some fucking games in with this. It's been feeling pretty good, for the most part. Kind of sucks that I ran into Red Black Reanimator like right off the bat, but fucking. I think it's got a pretty high like raw power level, which I like. And then the other list that I'll play a little bit tonight that I've been playing is this one. Very ant-like. Only 2 Doomsdays in the main, and the other 2 in the sideboard, so you can board into a like Control Crusher with both, the Shellrock Isle and shit. So hopefully I'll get a little bit, something a little more broken here, which is not this. So, gotta throw the no-lander back. That's fine. This is a decent hand, so I'll definitely keep that. And it's got a cantrip, so it's looking alright. I definitely will need to draw a second land or a petal or another ritual or something to be able to fire this up here. But Polluted Delta Fetch Island kind of sounds like a Storm Mirror to me. So I'm definitely, like, I could kill on turn 2 for sure if I just led on, if I led with Bauble. Actually, no, I wouldn't be able to necessarily, because I might be short on Storm. But anyway, because I think there's a decent chance as a Storm Mirror, I'm going to aggressively fetch my duels, and I'm just going to duress right off the bat. And I could get real bad punished for this, but it'll be fine. And it's totally not, but they don't have counter magic, so I'm going to take the counterbalance. I mean, yeah, usually, like, I don't see many Miracles lists playing off-color fetches all that often for whatever reason, even though they totally can play, like 1 Delta, 1 Misty, 1 fucking Tarn, like shit like that. For whatever reason, I don't see it all that often. I'm just gonna hope, that they don't find the counter magic and they shuffled, so that's a good sign. And then I draw my next mana source, and I can just fucking ace him here. Whoop, there it is. Alright, so let's just try and fucking get him. I definitely have nothing to gain from waiting. So, I mean, they could have easily drawn a Force Will or a Spell Piercer or Flusterstorm, but there's no reason for me not to just go for it here. So, I'm gonna. So, super basic pile. We draw 4. That's petaled, ritual, tendrils. And it's going to be exactly lethal. And the only thing that matters about the order is that the contract's on top, because you're drawing the rest of the pile with it. And it looks like they don't have anything, so that's a good sign. Not going to put anything on the bottom. There's no need. And I could get flustered here, but hopefully they're just dead. Looks like they're just dead. Yeah, okay. Easy peasy. So, my game plan against miracles is a little unusual. Although it's not that much different from the game plan I was touting, championing before the pro ban. Cutting all my wishes. I'm bringing in all my empties. My Past in Flames. The fourth Doomsday, the extra Infernal Contract, and the Tendrils. And I'm just trying to fucking grind them out. And to that effect, so I now have 63 cards, so my inclination is to simply remove all my Preordains. That seems like the best thing to do. Part of me wants to cut like a petal or two, but they're important for making empties okay. And part of the reason that, so like it might seem weird to side in empties, but you can put a lot of pressure on miracles even with like 6 goblins. And so it really, like, you know, it puts pressure on their counter magic because Flusterstorm is the only one that's like really effective. And it's relatively low resource expenditure for you, the Storm player. And, you know, because of that, like, if they terminus all your gobs, you can just go again. It also gives you some power to play through counterbalance because, like, if you get up to 4 lands, for example, and then you can just play couple Lotus Petals and an LED, and even if they get countered, you can just then hardcast your empty and make a few goblins. So, like, I think I have found it to be a functional plan. You know, they typically are going to keep in some terminuses, so it can be an issue. So I'm going to have to shuffle all this away because I really need a black mana source. And that's not a black mana source. A black mana source besides my Lotus Petal, because that's probably going to have to make red. If they slam counterbalance on turn 2, it could be a problem. It'll just make life hard for me. And that might be what's about to happen. Yeah. So like I said, it's not really game over. I'm just going to shoot off this Brainstorm. I don't have a better option right now. I just have to hope that they don't have something to counter it. So the 0 drop under it was good. Fucking A! I can't catch a fucking break. I guess I could just... It seems fucking nuts to just jam the, like, I could go LED, petal, Brainstorm, crack the petal, and into empty, and make, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 12 goblins. But it just, they're gonna fucking, if I go that hard, they're just gonna counter the, they're just gonna counter my cantrip. So I don't think that's the way to go here. I'm gonna put contract back, empty on top of it, so that, maybe I should have done the other way around. I'm not sure. I guess there's an argument for playing the Petal Ritual contract right then, but I don't know. I gotta do this cleanup step too. Fuck. I may have misplayed a little there. Oh yeah, the counterbalance is gonna stop my petals and shit. Yeah, so I'm in kind of a bad spot because I never found lands. I'm gonna discard the Brainstorm and 1 LED, I think. Or no, I only need to discard 1 spell. I think it's gonna have to be the 1 LED. So I'm in a bad spot. Part of me almost wants to just screw and not, like, waste time fucking around. That was the sort of hand that was, like, probably okay, but, like, I think that hand was a keep, and I just am getting screwed by it now. So I'm really hoping that this Ponder doesn't get countered, and that I can find a black mana source. I don't think they know what's on top of the deck, but they might have a Brainstorm to set it up. Okay, Snapcaster Mage. Show me black mana. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so I am going to... I don't feel like... Well... Maybe I should Thoughtseize now, because I know that it's not going to get countered by Counterbalance. I kind of want that last land in there, but I probably should just fucking Thoughtseize. I'm going to go grab the Badlands. There's some danger of me getting blown out by Back to Basics, but I think my position is bad enough right now that I can't worry about that. And if I see it, I can always take it with a Thoughtseize. If I think it's something worth taking. I could just get this Thoughtseize get countered. Just a counter spell. Okay. Fucking ripping farts over here. Alright. Let me get something I can work with. Maybe they're just gonna tap out and slam Jace. That would be... That seems like it would be a dumb thing for them to do. Another LED. I think I want to Brainstorm here. Again, it's like... I mean, at least now I have something to do, so even if I got Brainstorm locked, or if it gets, you know, if it gets countered, I know that my 1-drops aren't getting through. So Island again. They don't seem to have any control over the top of their deck. Ooh, another empty. So that's an interesting draw. I think I'm going to put back the LED in this. I'm going to play the Delta. Thoughtseize again. There's a chance, depending on what this Thoughtseize shows me, that I can get some goblins through here. We'll see what they do with this Thoughtseize. I suppose it could get Snap. You know, Snap counterspell. But so a second Snapcaster Mage. I guess I'm gonna take one of the snaps. Or maybe I should take the Preordain. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna take one of the snaps. I want to go for it, but if my ritual gets countered, I'm gonna be in a bad spot. So I'm gonna. Part of me wants to lead on the LED and play it like it's bait. But I think I want to lead on the ritual because next turn I can maybe make some goblins anyway. But I wouldn't be surprised if this saw the Snap counterspell because I've created a choke point. And now since they have the oh, maybe they're not gonna do it. They're thinking hard. Yeah, they're going for it. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. So now the issue is that because they have creatures, my goblins are going to be a little less effective. Oh yeah, the island on top does kill Petal. Yeah, this is tough. Why is Swords in their deck? That's a really good question. Yeah, I'm not fucking good at playing around Counterbalance. I keep fucking blowing it. But I can make a few goblins here on my next turn, hopefully. But 6 goblins is not a lot. I do have a second empty to try to follow up with. That I could potentially follow up with. A null rod. Okay, that's annoying, but it's not a death sentence. If I can just draw another mana source. Okay, I'm just gonna pass. Because I don't have 4 mana for the empty, so there's not a lot of reason for me to play out my mana rocks right now. They have another snap in their hand, but they don't really have any other... Oh, they're just playing it out, so they're just going to ponder or something. Let's see what they do with this ponder. Null Rod is not a card I expected to have to go up against here. Yeah, Lander or Rit could put me in a decent position. The fact that they didn't shuffle off that ponder is slightly threatening, but I guess I know what the cards in their hand, or I know one of the cards in the hand. It's swords. The fucking... It's another empty. Well, so this is actually an interesting position. If I can find, probably next turn, another land would be best. I can go like Petal empty, and then the next turn LED empty, and then the turn after that LED empty. And so I'll end up with quite a few goblins, and I'll be able to, fucking A. I would be able to, make several rounds of goblins in case they had the, some counter magic. But at this point, I'm going to be at 4. So I would need blockers. They probably have some counter magic, so it's not looking good. And I didn't draw it. So I drew a lot of crap there, unfortunately. And that counterbalance was a real problem. But I'm going to stick with this game plan. I don't really like siding in like Echoing Truth to try and bounce counterbalance. I just don't think that's a great thing to be doing. For what it's worth, I don't think they saw my empties. So I don't think, I think the plan is still okay. Fuck, I want to keep this hand, but there's no black mana again. And, I might have time to find it, but I'm just going to keep it. I don't give a shit. I might have time to find my black mana, but it's just, I don't even know. It's hard to know. And again, no fucking... I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep the ponder and the lotus petal. I don't know if I want to spend the lotus petal to Thoughtseize here. This complicates matters further. I can't actually... I need them to not play a counterbalance next turn, probably, right? So if here I pondered first off the Volk without playing the island, because if I found a land that made black, I wanted to be able to play the land that made black so I could Thoughtseize. But I kind of got punished for that, because if I played the island and Thoughtseize, or I pondered off it, I could potentially draw the ritual and go Petal Ritual empty, and make 8 goblins. I don't think it was right to play the island first, but... So... there's a relatively high risk line here, where if I just take the Dark Ritual and then the Cabal Ritual, then next turn I can like go put Thoughtseize on top, then Dark Ritual, or then Cabal Ritual, then Dark Ritual. Then next turn I can go Petal Ritual, Thoughtseize, empty, or Petal Ritual, Thoughtseize, empty maybe. Which is obviously a high risk play. If they counter the Ritual, which they probably would because it's my only black mana source, then I'm fucked. So I'm just going to shuffle. And naturally I drew Cabal Ritual. It's not going well. Maybe that hand wasn't a keep. Maybe I won't get hit with counterbalance here. Yes, they don't have a second land. That's interesting. So they're pitching an AK. Such a fucking great card to discard. Alright. So now I can at least... I'm going to get the basic swamp. I still don't know if they're playing back to basics or not, but... I need to start, trying to interact with them a bit. So they're probably going to brainstorm here. Depending on what I see, I could make goblins this turn. That's a lot of shit. Not a lot of lands, though. I guess I'm taking the Flusters. So next turn, hopefully I can get the other Fluster with the Thoughtseize and try and do something. But they're not gonna, make any moves here. Past in Flames is another very good draw right now. I realized I forgot to play my island last turn, so it's good that I didn't get completely punished here. I think the chances of me getting counterspelled are very high if I try and play out my ritual now. So they're just going to cast the AK. I'm sure they've drawn another land, which means that Snap Fluster is online, which is annoying. Yeah, maybe it was right to just go for it last turn. I don't even know. I think I just need to wait now. So now I'm kind of getting to the point now where, like, if I can draw a few more lands, I can start to start hard casting those empties to try to they're drawing so many fucking cards, to try and put some pressure on them, and then maybe like try and wrap it all up with a big ass piff later on down the line. Is kind of where I see this game maybe going. They have a shitload of cards in hand because of fucking AK. Alright, let's try a brainstorm here. Maybe I can throw that Doomsday back. I don't really think Doomsday is going to be a whole lot of use to me in this game. I'm just going to put back one of the empties on top of that. And I'll go in for the duress here. And we'll see what they got. It kind of sucks that I'm not finding more lands. I really need to start hitting some lands. So they Spell Pierce me. I'm not going to pay for that. Next turn I might Petal Empty and just try and force them to do something about it. I don't want to spend my rituals because I probably want to have those on my Past in Flames turn. So let's just try that. Let's go Petal Empty. Just get some pressure. Make him spend a Flusterstorm or something. Yeah, we're going to see a Snap Fluster, or maybe just Spell Pierce one of them. It's probably going to be Snap Fluster, yeah. Which is fine, like, that's what I'm That's what I was banking on, more or less. Next turn, maybe I can try another fucking mini empty, and then start thinking about that piff. We'll find out. I know I'm drawing the Doomsday next turn. Technically I could kill. Like will have a kill in hand. It's not gonna do me any good because there's no way they don't have more counter magic. Like, I know that they at least have a counter spell still that they haven't used. I don't remember that Jace getting revealed at all. But okay, they're obviously not playing it because they Okay, I'm getting clicked here. I'm going to brainstorm in response. I really don't want to lose that pass in flames. It might get countered. So they're forcing that. So the pass in flames could go to the bottom. But I'm just gonna, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I know they still have a counter spell. Probably the best draw here for me would be like, I don't even know. It's business heavy, so there's not like any one card that they are, really gonna want me to take. I almost have some incentive to try and use the Doomsday as bait. They took the empty. Okay. Huh. So, I know they still have counterspell, right? I could Ritual into Doomsday or Infernal Contract. Actually, Infernal Contract's probably the better one, because if they let me resolve Doomsday, I'm boned beyond belief. If they let me resolve Contract, I have one turn, and it's going to put me to 6 life, and they have 5 power on the board. So as long as they don't have another, what the fuck is it called? Another Snapcaster, which it doesn't. Well, I see 2 Snapcasters there, I guess, now that I think about it. So, I don't even think I can do that. I don't think I can make that move. Is that the same Snapcaster that I saw before? I wasn't good about this. I don't remember if I saw 2 Snapcasters. Maybe I can look back. So they reveal the hand of Thoughtseize containing just 1 Snapcaster. Maybe I have to do that. I'm just going to jam it. They might even counter this ritual, who knows. Contract. No pain, no gain. best case scenario, I think, right now is that they counter this. So there's the counter spell. They're going to need to not have anything left over, though, because I just, like this Doomsday is not doing me any good right now. My only game plan here, next turn, pass in flames, and contract into a kill, I think, is, like, where I'm at. Drawing another land would be pretty helpful. Null Rod, that's not going to do anything right now. They probably still have counter magic, though. They drew, like, somewhere around a bajillion cards with, those AKs. Yeah. Alright. They got me. That was rough. Let's try another one. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think neither of those post-board games really worked out in terms of, like, what lands I had. I never had more than 3 lands in either game, I don't think. And that's not really where you want to be. This hand looks okay. It's not, I don't know. It's not perfect, but I think I'm going to keep it. I'm just going to play turn and pass. If I drew another Dark Ritual, this has some potential to be like a turn 3 kill. It's definitely a slower sort of hand. Forest. That's Forest, Mox Diamond. Okay. Pitching Riftstone Portal. So this is probably lands. So in that case, I hopefully have some time. Gambling. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna play out my fetches and just keep waiting and hope that they don't have a quick combo on me. Port. Okay. I wonder if they'll even bother to port a fetch land. Tons of fucking lands. They didn't even bother. Alright. Just keep playing out the fetches. I'm going to try and wait a little longer. Actually, what was I just saying? I drew the second ritual. It definitely behooves me to Burning Wish right now. I'll grab the Doomsday. And then hopefully be able to kill next turn. It's interesting that they're porting that. That's fine. I'm gonna get a swamp. Basic ass swamp. I suppose I could get fucked here. If they port my swamp, I won't have a second black source. So I should have fetched the Badlands instead of Volk. So that was a mistake. Oh, and now they have 2 ports. That's fun. They might port all my blue. But that's, yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. Yeah, are you going to port something else here? Dude? Yeah. Huh. I guess I'm under duress. They have any non-lands. I can take Yo Gamble. Oh, now they have a Wasteland and a Loam. Yeah, so this could get out of hand. That second port and that mistake with the Badlands is kind of a, like a bit of a problem, I think. I need another... So they're probably going to waste the Underground Sea, and then they'll port my Swamp and my Volk. Now... Oh. They're only going to be able to port one thing like this. That's interesting. I don't know if that helps me at all, but... Because they're still just going to port the Swamp. But I suppose... Lotus Petal. That doesn't really do me much good. I almost want a Burning Wish for Past in Flames. Although I've already spent 2 of my wishes, which would make it hard to, it might make them port my Volk. Or no, they'll just make them waste my Volk is what it'll fucking do. Yeah, I don't think Burning Wish for Past in Flames is going to do anything here. I wonder if my best bet is to just pedal Ritual Contract and try and jam like that. Do I have any better plan? I really don't think so. I'm in kind of an awkward spot with regards to my black mana. Although, maybe it's fine. So, if I can draw another black mana source, I should be okay, right? Maybe not. The Lotus Petal was a good draw, and I might just be freaking out too much. Losing game 1s to lands is like my worst fucking nightmare, though. So they're just going to port both my lands here. Which is fine, because if I can just draw another black mana source, I should be okay. Hell, even, no wait, no, an LED wouldn't be good enough here. That counts as another black mana source, though. So, we're good. So, I'm going to hide the main deck tendrils. I don't know if there's all that much to be gained from this, but making them think my only way to kill them is to Burning Wish for tendrils could be valuable. So, another one of my great fears against lands with this deck is just fucking dying to inopportune Punishing Fire when I cut my life total in half twice. But, you know, shit happens, I guess. Give them the drills. Alright. Well, So I got there that time. So against this deck, obviously, these are my cards. I'm going to be cutting discard, especially on the draw. Cutting discard is where you want to be. I leave in the Thought Seizes. Which I think is, or a couple Thought Seizes I think is fine. But there's not really all that much that you're going to be discarding from them. And lots of things you want to bounce, so. I think this hand is acceptable. Primarily because it has access to my basics. And the Echoing Truth. The way you lose this matchup is when they get a sphere and ports. That's generally how you lose here. But I'm gonna keep. I mean, the other way to lose is to like turn into Merit Age. That's always a possibility. So, Grove and nothing else. That's not a bad start. Another thing that's nice is that I'm relatively immune to Graveyard Hate. So I'll play out my Delta and pass. I'm probably not going to cast this Brainstorm anytime soon. Because I'm thinking it might be drawing me into a Doomsday pile at some point. But there may come a time when I need to just shoot it off. You know, if my draws are dog shit. So there's that port that I was afraid of. Gamble. I wish you had to reveal the card when you gamble. I want to know what they gamble for. You could just gamble for... Oh, they gambled for a sphere, I think, and they discarded it. So, things are looking okay for us now. Lotus Petal is a good draw. This is a matchup where, like, I'm kind of envious of Tez for having Chrome Boxes in their deck. Because having, like, a permanent, non-portable, non-wastable mana source is nice. Doomsday would be the best draw here. Burning Wish is also a decent draw. I don't want to get too hasty and play out that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, there's a potential line, I just need to see if the math works out, where that involves me echoing truthing my own LEDs. Play Badlands. Play Ritual. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm one short on that line. I think I'm going to pass again and maybe... Well, I guess... Maybe I just brainstorm here. Is that really one short? Because if I can brainstorm into another ritual, I think I can do it. Into a dark ritual specifically. I guess another Lotus Petal might do it too. Alright, I'm going to go get my basic island. I'm going to brainstorm. Because I'd love to just be able to win right now. That didn't quite do it. I guess drawing the other diamond is a big help there. So maybe I'm just putting back these two. Actually, wait. No, I think I might just be putting back those two and passing. And then I think I can win next turn. So if I draw like another petal, or it's interesting that they're going after that. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking go and fetch my swamp here. Okay. Next turn they're gonna be able to double port me, I think. Unless they don't have another land. Oh, I have to discard down to hand size. That was a miscalculation. I guess I'm pitching the ritual. I may have miscalculated this. If they miraculously don't have another land. Which would be, like, comical. I might be okay. So gambling again. So this time I'm probably going to see the sphere. Which means I'm going to end up spending the Echoing Truth on that. Yep, there's your sphere, sure. Doomsday. Okay. It's not going the way I wanted it to. Not quite. A wasteland would be the worst right now. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, I blew it. I should have played out my Lotus Petal. I've got two fucking, what's the word? Tunnel vision on that line. I'm a fucking idiot. Dark depths. Sure. Sure, pal. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just pitching this Doomsday. fucking Doomsday's not gonna do anything for me. I need to see some fucking lands, and I'm playing really bad because I'm tilted now. Hope they don't have the fucking stage. Why are you playing so slow, you piece of shit? I don't like these new fucking stupid counters. Don't like them. They look shit. Alright. Thinking about a potential line. It's a very high risk. In my upkeep, when they go to port me, I ritual and then echoing truth, which will leave me with 1 black mana. Unless I'm seeing another fucking sphere here. I'm very displeased. Very displeased with how this game's played out. It's not working the way I wanted. So, as I was saying, a potential line where when they go to port me, I ritual, then echoing truth the sphere, and it, if I drew a mana source that could make red, then I could do something. I don't think that's the way to play. I want to brainstorm here. I need to find real fucking lands. And I didn't. I did find another brainstorm, I guess. So I can brainstorm now in response to a port on my island. Just to get another card deeper. And they didn't do it. Okay. 8 cards in hand. Okay. I'm going to have to discard a ritual, I think. It's the only reasonable card to discard. Why are you porting me now? I don't get this. I guess I'm brainstorming in response. There's the land. Alright, so I'm putting back these. Okay. And now I must discard my hand. So I'm probably just going to die to a fucking big-ass Merit Lage before I get to do much else here, but... So I'm going to have to, like, truth in my upkeep, I guess. Right? I guess I can do the ritual thing now. No, wait. That's not going to do me any good. Do I even have a real fucking game plan here? Not really. This game has gotten all retarded. I shouldn't say that word. I don't. Not. Okay. Let's talk about what I'm seeing here. They have a Fuck. I should have gotten the Valk. I need something that can make red mana for me. Because now I can't cast it. Now I must discard till you have sent a card. Fucking. Yeah, I'm playing this really awfully. Just like absolutely god awful here. I'm probably gonna get my Underground Sea wasted. So this is what I was saying. This is the way you lose games against lands. They have Port and Sphere. I suppose drawing Chain could potentially get me out of this situation as well. What the... That's not normal. That's a good draw. Come on, baby. Kick him in the ding-ding right now. Rain of Filth. That Rain of Filth is a real good draw. But fortunately, if they have the crop rotation now, I'm fucking dead. Alright, so I'm just conceding here. Because I don't give a shit. I'm tired of this game. It's not going well. We're just going to start over. I guess... Did they crop rotation away their Dark Depths? Because that's really confusing. Did they crop rotation away their Dark Depths? I just like snap conceded to the crop rot, but they might have thrown out their Dark Depths, which seems unusual. Okay, this hand is fine. I'm gonna keep. Really, I think like double port is where you start to lose the game again. Like double port plus Sphere is where you start to lose the game against lands. It's that second port. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have conceded there, because crop rotating away the Dark Depths is not what I was expecting them to do with the A crop rotation that I figured they had. So I was maybe a little premature. Not that I was actually in, like, so Rain was very good there, but the position I was in was kind of weird, because I was ponder locked. Like, I knew what my next two draws were going to be. Their hand's not doing all that much right now. Dark Ritual's a good draw here. Not quite at the point where I can win the game, but I'm relatively close. I'm getting there. my boy Port. But no sphere, which is nice. Ooh, and I drew a chain. That's a good draw. That's a pretty good draw. It's kind of interesting that they only had one land to play, though, even with the exploration. Excuse me. Kind of makes me think their hand might be full of horseshit. Alright. Let me think about this. I need to fetch the basic island, right? That's the only reasonable thing to do here. Fuck your port. I wonder if they're just going for a third port last game. They just crop rod that thing away for another port. Who knows? Okay, crop rotation. Sure. What are we getting? Which means that they probably have a sphere. Okay. Misty. Okay. Choke. Okay. I mean, that's not... I guess they poured it, right? So, do I chain the oh no, I should Echoing Truth the choke. That's the play here. Now, if I'm lucky, you get knocked the fuck out. Because your mouth's writing checks that your ass can't cash. Alright. I still don't have red mana for the Brainstorm, or for the Burning Wish. Which is not really where I want to be. Do I just go for it? Like, I go ritual, contract. I think I do. I think I need to just fucking... Suppose another option is to Brainstorm first. I don't see that being very helpful. I'm just gonna fucking YOLO here. Those were not very good draws. So, now I'm gonna Brainstorm. This might have been good enough. Let's think here. So, this is the line I'm thinking about. I'm definitely Cabal Ritualing. I have Threshold. Now, if I play Petal, chain Petal, replay Petal, Burning Wish for Tendrils, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's lethal, right? I should have just enough. I don't even know if I need to do that, strictly speaking, but it's sweet as fuck. So, That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm actually gonna have one more storm than I really needed, but that's okay, because all that matters is that I gave him the drills. Get fucked. Now unless they have a mind break trap and I die. Yeah. I also could have just like pondered off that land, but the chaining the pedal is much cuter. Also good to know that like you could have gotten all the way there if they hadn't done damage to themselves. Because like before they tapped that tomb last turn, they were at 19, so I wouldn't need the full 10 storm. So if that hadn't happened, like, good to know you can get all the way there. Alright, I think I'm going to do one more, but I'm going to use a different list. So, real quick, I'm just going to look, I think I was looking at this list earlier. This is my ant hybrid list. Excuse me. It's very ant-like, as you can see. You got your 4 Infernal Tutors, you got your Ad Nauseam, you got your Passing Flames. I'm down to just 1 Infernal Contract. I'm trying that again at the expense of adding in a second, like, real cantrip, or I mean a third real cantrip. Still got your 2 Doomsdays main deck. Excuse me. So yeah, not that much fucking different. You'll note that there's 4 motherfucking basics. It's because I'm not playing any green. Because my game plan against like miracles is this. And these. And like this is another thing that I like. One of the big draws for me to this version of the deck instead of a wish-based version is that like playing with a full 15 cards of your sideboard, not needing a wish board, is fucking delightful. It's been a very long time since I've gotten to have a full 15 cards and to work with in my sideboard. So alright. We have an opponent. Win the die roll. This is a good hand. I'm definitely going to be pondering, looking for a land that makes black. But I think this is a solid keep. Another thing about this deck is just because it's a little less reliant on Doomsday, you can, that's a pretty good ponder. You can, be a little more liberal with your cantrips, which is nice. So I put it in that order because I'll be able to, I can fire off the draw 4 next turn if I want, depending on the matchup here. But probably I'm just going to be Thought Seizing. This looks like it might be like Sneak and Show. Usually Vault, Preordain means Sneak and Show, so I'm definitely going to be wanting to use my Thought Seizes, my discard here. It is kind of nice. Or Infernal Contract is decent in this matchup. It's the Storm Mirror. Alright, so let me think here. I don't want them getting my Thought Seize, or I don't want them Thought Seizing me. It's possible that if they had a really strong Brainstorm, that they could just get me. What do they do with their Preordain? One on bottom, one on top. So whatever card they put on top, they drew. So they don't know what their next draw is. I mean, it's kind of a tough choice. Like, do I take their Thoughtseize and gamble on their Brainstorm being bad? Do I take the Infernal to just take away their business spell? Or do I take the Brainstorm? Like, they're gonna have a hard time emptying their hand without a good draw. I think I want to take the Brainstorm. I don't know if that's, like, risky, but I'm kind of in a position where, like, I have 2 business spells, basically. So I think I'm relatively resilient to Thoughtseize. So my game plan here is kind of take the Brainstorm. I'm going to draw Duress next turn, which is going to let me snag the Infernal, maybe. Oh, they might just be Infernaling now. Could be just Infernaling for Past in Flames right now. Just another Dark Ritual. Interesting. That's definitely an interesting line. The fact that they have Tendrils in hand makes my Infernal Contract a lot worse. Let's see what they draw here. Oh, they have another Infernal Tutor. So I guess I have to take this Infernal Tutor. So I'm going to get Thoughtseize next turn for sure. I could just die this turn. If they find Past in Flames, I'm dead. Pretty sure. They go Ritual, Pedal. What they do? They shuffle off the Ponder. Okay. That's somewhat encouraging. So they have a Duress. So the Duress, or this means they also have Thoughtseize, which is sucky. So obviously they're going to take that. So I'm in kind of an awkward spot here, because I know they still have a Thoughtseize, Lotus Petal, Tendrils. That's gone. 2 Dark Rituals. So, like, yeah, that's 5 cards. So I know what's in their hand. If I contract now, I die to Tendrils if I don't win. If I don't cast Contract, I lose the contract. Casting Contract seems very high risk here. But losing it also blows. I think I'm just going to have to let them take it, though. Because, like, drawing another Infernal or cantripping into an Infernal just is going to be a better situation for me. And if I don't win, I lose if I don't win. So the contract here is extremely all in. I suppose there's some possibility that I also just lose myself. Like, they draw what they need to just kill me. If they just drew the Past in Flames or whatever. Interesting that they took the Ritual and left me with a contract. I guess it's because I just lose if I contract now. Funny that I drew the Ritual, though. So I'm going to hope to not die this turn or get hit with discard this turn. And ponder. Okay. I guess I'm pondering. Tendrils. Alright, let me think here. Contract is 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I win? Contract or Ritual, Cabal Ritual is going to leave me with 6 mana. And then I'll have... No, I guess I'll be one short. Unless I can ponder into another mana source. Yeah, I think I need to go for it here. I think I'm going for it. We jamming. Because... my chances of drawing another land or ritual or something, I think, are relatively high. Between the now 2 cantrips and the draw 4. Because I haven't made a land drop yet, so I just need to hit a land, I think, to be able to get there from here. So, yeah, so this swamp should be good enough. That lotus petal will certainly help matters. Good old Infernal Contract. Giving him the drills. Click, click, click. Yeah, that's right, bitch. Alright. So in this matchup, I think I just want my Flusters. And that's oh, I want the Torrent script too. So that's going to be about it. There's an argument that, like, it's going to be a very discard-heavy, like, attrition sort of matchup, and that they're probably going to be playing Graveyard Hate, and so that I should, like, cut, like, I should bring in the Shelldock Isle plan. I'm not sure I buy it, though. I think in this kind of matchup, my graveyard isn't going to be harassed all that much, probably. And so I think it makes more sense to not lean into Doomsday too much. In fact, it may be correct to just board them out. I kind of want to try that. Like, do this. I'm going to leave in Infernal Contract because a raw card advantage spell, it seems pretty strong in this kind of matchup when they don't naturally draw the tendrils. And then, you know, if this doesn't work, maybe next game, game 3, I can try the Shelldock Isle. This hand seems fine. It's got cantrips, interaction, business. You know, it works. I'm probably going to get hit. Oh, they got the crypt. So that's interesting that they also are rocking the old crypt. Ooh, am I dying? Wowzers. I'm just getting the fucking blades here. Ooh. Fuck. Yeah. Alright. You're just dead, right? I'm just dead. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. Okay. Well, sometimes they just fucking have it. I don't think I want to side into the Shelldock Isle plan. Although there isn't an argument for continuing to have Doomsday in the deck. Actually, so on the play is probably when this plan is at its best. the Doomsday plan, because it makes you more resilient to discard. If I bring it in, I have to cut ad nos. I don't know. I'm concerned that it's just going to give him too much time undisrupted to do anything. Yeah, let's just give it a go. Like, I'm not playing for anything right now, right? So, do I cut Past in Flames for this? I definitely think I should cut. Like, maybe I just try this. This seems really loose, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Going all in on Doomsday. Looks bad. I'm gonna have to keep this, I think. Because it has interaction. Now, bottom that. Oops. So they also kept a lot of interaction. So what I think I want to do here is I'm just going to take the business, and my game plan is basically going to be like top deck of Doomsday, I think. I could die. I could die very quickly. Now that I think about it, cutting all my Infernals was very wrong. Because being able to, like, Infernal, crack LED, and grab Doomsday is, like, you know, it's giving me effectively 8 copies of Doomsday in my deck. So, I blew this sideboarding thing. Just completely fucking porked it, I think. But that's alright. Also, you know, there's the possibility that if I fucking draw the, if I draw the Emrakul, I'm just boned. So, the more I think about it, the more I think I disagree with my plan. I'm going to take the Cabal Ritual. I don't know if that's right or not. But I think this is just going to turn into like a slugfest. The ideal situation here, of course, is that I top deck a Doomsday as soon as possible. And then fade 2 turns, yeah. The more I think about this, I think it's just bad. It's a bad game plan in this matchup, because, you know, like, if you're making a pass the turn Emrakul pile, you're giving them a lot of time. A lot of time where they're not doing anything, or you're not doing anything, I mean. And, like, those 2 turns, unless you, like, obliterate their hand, those 2 turns can be very, they still haven't cast their Thoughtseize. Fuck. Alright, I'm done. No, wait. I'm not going to be done, because if they Thoughtseize me next turn, they're going to see that, and it's going to get shuffled back in. So, I shouldn't just fucking concede. I can tilt all I want, but I should not play, like, just awful. Awful fucking magic. I certainly still have outs here. But they didn't shuffle, so that's a bad sign. This is probably still the Thoughtseize, yep. So I'm glad that they waited on the Thoughtseize. Now they're probably wondering what the fuck is going on. That happens. Emrakul triggers, shovels me back in. just fine because I wasn't caring about my graveyard anyway. Now I'm going to draw the Emrakul again, like, for sure. Another Lotus Petal. Okay, cast that. And now I'm probably going to die. Not yet. Come on, Doomsday. Tendrils. Well, that's no good. That's no good. You're brainstorming. Now am I gonna die? Trying to figure out if I can die or not. So no second land, or third land, I mean. So, like, another reason why this game plan is bad, because if I had that fully stocked graveyard and I had drawn, like, Past in Flames, I could think about trying to get some shit done. But instead, I'm sitting here like a butthole. Ponder, okay. Show me a Doomsday. Okay. So I can at least fucking go for it now. You know, try and do my thing. Hope to fade several fucking turns. But, you know, hey there, 15 life. Emrakul will kill him. Alright. Emrakul. Sheldock Isle. Flusterstorm. Emrakul, Sheldock Isle, Flusterstorm. Swamp Doomsday. That's what I'm gonna do. And now, if I somehow don't die, I might be able to win. But the most likely outcome here is that I'm about to see a Dark Ritual. Yeah, boy. I'm dead. They probably just naturally drew the Tendrils. And they're gonna mini Tendrils me to death here. Or, nope, it's gonna be Past the Flames. Okay. Wait a sec. Yeah, Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual. Infernal, I'm dead, right? 6, yeah. Okay. Yep. And that's why you don't do that. Ooh, it's Mach 1. I'm gonna play against Mach 1. I'm gonna go back to this list. Mach 1 is someone who has been in the Doomsday Discord, I think. This hand's a little odd. I think I'm gonna keep it. You know, it's not super fast. Although one of these brainstorms could very quickly turn that around. Fucking Tendrils. There's the fucking Tendrils. Just can't stop fucking drawing shit like the Tendrils. I might want to keep the Tendrils simply because of the Past in Flames. No, I don't think I'm going to have enough mana. Okay, I'm going to put back this Underground Sea. I'm going to put back one of the brainstorms, I think. I'm going to grab my own Underground Sea Duress. So I don't know what Mach 1's playing these days. If I had to guess, okay. That's not what I would have guessed. But that also means that goblins are more of a real possibility here. So we'll see what happens. I could get him. There's some stupid shit. No him. Alright. It's looking like I might have a little bit of time to work with in this matchup. This could be like Shadow or something. Let's try a Brainstorm. It might not be ideal to Brainstorm here. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to put these two back. So I'm in kind of an interesting spot right now. This might get forced. Just gonna fucking YOLO this right out there. Make some fucking gobos. Okay. We'll see what happens. Can you handle that? Am I gonna get Marsh Casualty right fucking now? Peer through depths. Put a dark. What the fuck? Alright, looks like Mach 1 is still on the Doomsday. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Hopefully I don't die. Ooh, I might be dying. I think I'm dying. Did not expect to just die after the Spell Pierce. Okay. Interesting. So hymns. Looks like it's Vladman focused. Hymns, a bunch of counter magic. just 2 LEDs? No, there's a third, so maybe there's just some in the deck. I don't see a tendrils, so I wonder if I'm just gonna die. Oh, meditate. Looks like I'm just getting drills here. Just getting the drills. Alright, so I have almost literally no game plan against this deck. It seems like it's might just be a completely fucking miserable matchup. I'm just gonna submit. It's possible that that was just a particularly fast hand. He refers to it as a slower blue-black build. So this hand's pretty decent though for me. Alright, so I'm gonna brainstorm here. But I wish, like, I don't know, I wish I didn't have to do this. Interesting. I'm just gonna do this. Put those two back like that. Might lose the brainstorm here, if I had to guess. But I'm gonna redraw the ritual and the draw 4. I could also lose one of the LEDs. Lost the brainstorm. Okay, that's kind of what I was expecting. And you just play out your LED, that's fine. I think I want to just ponder here. Ooh. Those are some really good draws. I'm hoping I don't get hit with discard again, because that would suck a bit. Okay, I'm not going to get himmed at any rate. There's got to be some fucking counter magic up in that hand, though. Alright, pawn, you're here. Still no. I'm going to do this. This is going to maybe let me try and power through counter magic. As long as they just don't get comboed out, which is a real possibility. Let's see what this peer sees. A duress. Okay. Well, I'm going to get hit with that. I'm almost certain. So I'm going to lose my contract here. This is an interesting position. I wonder if I go for Past in Flames. I suspect he's not playing Force of Will. And I can play around a Spell Pierce here. And I'm going to crack this one for black and this one for blue. And just go grab the Past in Flames, I think. Right? Seems like the best course of action here. Cast Piff. You know, if he's got Flusterstorm, I'm just fucking boned, so that is something that could obviously happen. Contract it up. A Doomsday. I can just win now, right? Can I Thoughtseize first? Thoughtseize put me to 4, Doomsday, Preordain, and just put the tendrils on top, right? 4 Doomsday, leave me with 1 black, but I'll have a second black with the Lotus Petal. Yeah, okay. I can do it all. Brainstorm. Okay. This should be fine. And they're gonna fucking get it. Fucking give it to you at Mach 1. Right up your butt. It got real dark while I wasn't paying attention. We must turn on the light. Whoa. Ooh, spooky. Get fucked. Get fucked, bitch. Tendrils. The rest of these motherfucking cards don't matter. Ah! Just click whatever. Alright, after this match, I'm gonna have to go. Come on, click something here. Apparently I clicked too fast. I could have really given it to him, but I wanted to get that Thoughtseize in there. Because I had enough black mana where I could have cast Doomsday and then drawn to the pile and done a normal, what the fuck is it called? Like, Infernal Contract pile. But I don't need to do that here. This is enough. gonna turn off this bright ass flashlight that's shining in my face. And we'll just submit that. I think that hand's garbage. No black mana, no business. This one's gonna have to do it. This is interesting. I think I want to draw that LED because it's gonna let me cantrip. Ooh, oh, I thought I was gonna die. Thought I was just gonna be dead. Neither of those are really what I want. But I think I want to take this brainstorm. I think I have to take the brainstorm. My dog's doing something. I will be back. Or not. Hey, babe, I didn't expect you to be home now. Okay, my wife came home early and my dog peed everywhere because she was super excited, so I gotta go. Concede. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. An enemy. I'm gonna post this shit on YouTube later. So that's it. Bye.